I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
The entertainment world was once again rocked by the leak of a rare moment that sent armies across the planet into hysterics. Two of BTS's most anticipated members, Taehyung and Jungkook, were caught on camera leaving a mysterious studio in the heart of New York City. The incident occurred suddenly and without warning, sparking speculation from all corners. A short amateur video went viral on social media, showing the silhouettes of two men who closely resembled V and JK. They appeared to be rushing out of a building believed to be a large recording studio. Although covered by masks and dressed all in black, fans immediately recognized their distinctive gestures. Most surprising, this moment occurred shortly after news that BTS was focusing on their individual projects. So, their presence in the same location, outside of South Korea, immediately sparked fan conspiracy theories. Was this a sign of a reunion? Or was it a secret project that HYBE had been keeping under wraps? HYBE, which has always been adept at keeping its artists' movements under wraps, appears to have caught them off guard this time. Netizens quipped that even HYBE's walls weren't thick enough to contain the enthusiasm of global fans. HYBE can keep secrets from the media, but not from the army, wrote user X, Twitter. According to an anonymous source claiming to be at the scene, the two emerged from the studio with big smiles and appeared relaxed, seemingly unconcerned about being watched. Several fans nearby even claimed to have seen them chatting warmly, like long-lost friends. This rare sight immediately became a trending topic on various platforms, from TikTok to Reddit. Fans strongly suspected that the two were working on a duet project, perhaps a special song for fans or even preparations for a surprise mini-concert. All speculation converged on one conclusion: this was no ordinary meeting. Interestingly, the video showed a black vehicle with a small sticker of the Big Hit logo, typically used for internal filming. This reinforced the suspicion that Taehyung and Jungkook's presence at the studio was no coincidence, but part of a carefully planned agenda. Amidst this uproar, an official statement from HYBE has yet to be released. They have chosen to remain silent, further fueling public curiosity. Usually, if a rumor is untrue, HYBE immediately denies it. But this time? Silence. Army members around the world began developing their own detective theories. They began comparing flight schedules, analyzing the pattern of Taehyung's hoodie, and comparing Jungkook's hand-shape to camera footage. All in an effort to confirm the truth behind this viral moment. Some NYC-based fans even conducted their own field investigations. They visited the studio believed to be the location of the meeting, interrogated security guards, and even recorded any suspicious activity. The real world turned into living fanfiction. Many also believed that this was a soft comeback for BTS as a group. That despite officially being on hiatus, they were secretly preparing a surprise to entertain their loyal fans who had long awaited their reunion. The fandom's reaction was overwhelming. The 7-second video has now been viewed over 12 million times in less than 24 hours. Comments flooded major fan accounts, with speculations ranging from the most logical to the wildest. Some also suggested that this moment was actually part of HYBE's marketing strategy. Small leaks like this can be very effective promotional tools. A wordless teaser, but with a greater impact than an official announcement. However, on the other hand, some fans are also concerned about the increasing pressure on privacy for the BTS members. They hope that moments like this aren't the result of paparazzi stalking, but rather a pure accidental surprise. Privacy remains paramount. Meanwhile, the hashtags #TaehyungNYC and #HYBE caught off guard topped the trending charts in more than 10 countries. Not only armies, but the general public is also curious about why the two global superstars were in the same studio without notice. There's a strong suspicion that this is related to a visual project. Could it be a travel documentary or a visual art collaboration showcasing their chemistry? Fans are even more convinced after seeing several filming equipment being brought into the studio. Furthermore, the fan community also discovered that a renowned producer who has worked with BTS recently posted a story with the theme New York Vibes with a rolling eye emoji. Is this a hard code? The fandom world is getting more and more excited. What's even more nerve-wracking is that a few days earlier, Jungkook had been absent from his weekly Weverse live broadcast without explanation. Taehyung was also caught on camera leaving Incheon Airport in disguise. It all seems like a puzzle is starting to come together. Some entertainment analysts have suggested that this moment could be a turning point for BTS to regroup as a group. This is because next year is the predicted time for their comeback after the gradual end of their mandatory military service. This meeting, if truly aimed at a joint project, could be a sweet gift ahead of BTS's anniversary. Just imagine, two lead vocalists reuniting to deliver a world-shaking masterpiece. Who could resist? Speculation has also arisen that this is part of a comeback project specifically designed to test the global market's response. HYBE may be monitoring how much impact this single leaked moment will have on the market and the fandom community. Regardless of their initial intentions, one thing is certain: HYBE has completely failed to cover up. Even before they spoke, the world already knew. This is an example of how the power of fandom can transcend even corporate boundaries. Taehyung and Jungkook, two stars who always exude an air of mystery, have once again proven that they don't need a major announcement to get the world talking. Just one video, one moment, and the world is stunned into silence. Now, all eyes are on HYBE's next move. Will they provide clarification, or let it all play out as part of a game of illusion? Armies can only wait, and hope, that this isn't just a fleeting reunion. Meanwhile, major Korean and international media outlets are starting to focus on this moment. Some have even sent reporters to NYC to investigate the truth. The spotlight is now not just on BTS, but also on how powerful fandom can be to change the landscape of the entertainment industry. This incident teaches one important lesson: that every move BTS makes, no matter how small, never escapes the radar of their fans. They are not just stars, they are a global phenomenon living in the hearts of millions. HYBE may be formulating a crisis strategy, but for fans, this crisis is a blessing. A reminder that the bond between the members remains strong, and that BTS's future as a group was never truly dim, it was just preparing for an even bigger surprise. Will there be a teaser video after this? Or a surprise duet release? Or even a secret mini-concert in NYC? No one knows. But one thing's for sure, this moment will be remembered as one of the most iconic leaks in BTS history. And until then, armies will remain their most loyal digital detectives, uncovering clues, formulating theories, and of course, keeping the sparks burning. Because for them, Taehyung and Jungkook were never truly far apart. They were just waiting for the right moment to shine again, together. But the more this moment went viral, the more people began to dig up the past of their interactions. Taehyung and Jungkook weren't just bandmates, they were two souls who grew up together since they were teenagers. Small moments from old documentation were reshared by fans, adding emotion and nostalgia to the euphoria. From videos of their rigorous training during their trainee days, to footage of Jungkook shedding tears at Taehyung's warm words on stage, everything came back to haunt their timelines. This wasn't just another reunion, it was the meeting of two figures who shaped history together, with millions of eyes watching. Many veteran BTS fans admitted to crying after watching the leaked video. Not because of the excitement, but because of the warmth felt so palpable between two men who were once just ordinary teenagers, now standing as global icons. It felt like watching the end of a fanfiction, finally becoming a reality. On the other hand, there were also concerns about the pressure that could arise from this viral moment. Would this leak affect their project's release schedule? Would HYBE backtrack on plans simply because public expectations had already exploded? All of these questions remain unanswered. But what's clear is that fans are now more excited than ever. They've started unofficial countdowns, gathering evidence, and even making homemade trailers based on the brief moment from the NYC studio. One TikTok creator even managed to transform the 7-second video into a 1-minute trailer complete with cinematic effects. The title? The Return of Taehyung. The video immediately went viral and became a trend in its own right, adding to the hysteria among the army. When the media questioned a senior HYBE manager at Seoul Airport, he simply gave a faint smile and said, "Just wait." That sentence, though short, immediately sparked even more speculation. What were they actually preparing behind the scenes? Not only the army, but other K-pop fan communities were also paying attention. Many praised Taehyung and Jungkook's unfakeable chemistry, calling them the ultimate duo who transcended genre and generational boundaries.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.